What's good, boys? Welcome back to the channel. Let me know how the audio sounds. My name is KT from Top Level Dating. I'm going to be jumping into a few different things today that I say was good. And yeah, guys, hope you're having a good week. Hope you had a good holiday. And hope you are crushing it. We're living in the easiest times in history, guys. The easiest times. You can either make it really difficult or you can make it really easy. Time can work for you or time can work against you. It's all about position, guys. And be on the lookout for my upcoming video. Just shot it. We just shot it. I think it was last week. Talk about position, how important position is. Wow, there's like a building right in the center. Right in the center, guys. So we're here. We got some things happening in the culture. I want to show you guys that. We have some guys asking some questions about the playbook. Gonna answer that. And we got some things going on in the dating space. I'm gonna showcase that. Let's see here. Just want to pull up. Pull up some content for you guys. You can load, but you just send the video. Alright. No idea. Let me know if there's a lag. I will immediately end the live and restart it. You should be good. You should have solid connection. Should not be any issues. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go. Okay. We just need this link right here. Bro. Yeah, guys, there are a lot of things happening. The internet is turning into a different place, but I'm gonna stick with you guys all the way through. Give you guys the eye for what works, what's going on, what's the truth, and where to set yourself up to win. That's, I would say, 80% of your results. You're able to be at the right place at the right times, making the right moves. You're gonna be good. So we have. I'll pull up something right here. Cardi, 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 guys. This is apparently Stephen Diggs or something like that. I think he's a football player, the American football player. Let's see exactly who he plays for right now. I think he plays for the Dolphins, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, the Buffalo Bills. Okay. He played for Buffalo. Okay. So apparently this guy is dating Cardi B. Cardi B, if you don't know, she is a huge rapper. She's been around for almost 15 years by now. She's pretty good. I listen to her music. So she must have split up with Offset and is dating this wide receiver now. So yeah, I guess he's pulling chicks while he's on the boat with her. She's on the other side, probably using the bathroom, taking a shit. He's out in the back pulling girls apparently. So let's watch the video again to see how accurate this is. All right. Big Daddy, yeah. Yes, sir. Big Daddy. Talk your shit. Yeah. So I guess this is hitting headlines because he's supposed to be dating Cardi B. And you don't necessarily know your relationship status and when this video was recorded, but it hit the internet sometime recently. You know, hey man, I don't see anything wrong with what he's doing. I see the chick laugh and look back at the camera. This could be a whole skit, guys. But I mean, he's just having a good time. But apparently, people aren't liking this. And they say this is cheating. Is this cheating? Do you think this is cheating? I don't think this is cheating. I don't think he did anything wrong here in this video. What's good, Jack? If women are hypergamous and untrustworthy, why even bother dating? So, you have these theories or these beliefs that are thrown out into the internet. And some of it is true. I actually was going to shoot a video later today and discuss this exact situation, but you have theories, all right, someone who believes something that's true and they mark it as absolute. They say, women are hypergamous, like, and this is absolutely true amongst all walks of life, amongst women of every breath of fresh air, she's hypergamous. And I would say, in my opinion, I don't think that's true. There's no absolutes in the game. There are, I mean, life is full of gray areas, and there's very, fine lines in between everything. You know, seems like you're having some connection issues. Should be good now. Sorry about that. Sure what's going on. But I mean, life is a full gray area, right? You have good and evil. You have, you know, women being hypergamous, women being loyal. All this is super like gray. There's nothing that's super, right? And you can't mark every woman for being that way. So it's just a theory, all right? And once you start leveling up, once you reach the high ranks, you're going to be able to see things differently. You're going to see things for what it is, and it's a lot of gray area. So I don't believe women are hypergamous and untrustworthy. My answer to you, Jack, would be you have to find the right one who's not hypergamous. I mean, there's plenty of them who are not hypergamous. I don't think it's in their nature to be hypergamous. I think culture certainly motivates them more now than ever with flashy social media. These guys are throwing a lot of things in their face. Culture's throwing a lot of things in their face, and you know, let's say the majority of women are that way. I still gotta compete with many dudes for the attention of some chicks. It ain't worth it. So if you were here in the beginning of this live, I talked about position, and you can like competition is literally, you know how they say there's it's lonely at the top. It literally is, guys. Once you rank up, there's not many guys that are on your level or who can be on your level. You know, like what do the stats with online dating say? 90% of the women are swiping on 10% of the profiles. It's a reflection of reality. I mean, the internet may report something as being true, but is it really true? You know, is it really true? If you are a guy who, for example, I talk about position in my last video. I actually shot it here in Vegas. You can be a guy manually going out, approaching girls. You say you're 5'7", going out, approaching girls. Okay. Walking the nightclubs, the day clubs, the beaches here, approaching girls. Or you can set yourself up to be in a much better position where you don't even have to do any approaches. Girls are coming to you. All right. And you've designed, check out the name today, top level design, guys. You designed your lifestyle to where women are coming to you, and the women who do show you interest, they're a lot more interested in you. Okay. So it's all about position. There's a reason why you see some of these celebrities and you look at them, you're like fat, overweight, zero grooming, super weird, nerdy, but these guys are still closing chicks out in LA. There's, what's the guy name? I forget his name. He played in The Hangover. This guy is pulling chicks in his RV, during the movie set. He's banging like 5 chicks a day, right? And this guy, if you line him up, you take away the movie, his leading role in the movie, you strip that away, and you take him to a nightclub and you have him approaching girls. All right, drunk, zero groom, zero whatever, and have him approaching chicks. Okay, so you got to think about that. It's position, and that's something I learned. Leveling up in this game and coaching guys for almost 7 years now. I literally take guys from where they thought the game was to an entirely new reality because I set them up in a better position. You know, you guys, a lot of you guys have highlights in your life that you never share with women, that you never showcase. And I take that. I'm like, hey, bro, dude, you didn't know that chicks like this? Oh no, I thought chicks. Uh, I was insecure about this, or chicks don't like guys like that. Yes, they do. Let me put this on your profile, man. Let me boom, boom, boom. Like, put on this shirt, throw that on, talk about this on the date. Boom, before you know it, yeah. Women don't like it when I approach them, and women in approaching me, the women in my life are just my friends. Name one celebrity like that. Either women like you or they don't. These are some I should go some of this on the screen so you guys can read this. All right. Women don't like when I approach them. Women approaching me. Okay. So, Jack, I'm gonna tell you something. I do not approach chicks. Like, I'm not a guy who goes out and cold approaches myself. My game, the way I bring women in my life, it's very strategic and it's very simple. You know, I spend a lot of time working. I have TLB here, and I have another company I'm running. My life is very busy with work, and like for example, you talk about women don't like it when I approach them. Well, how about you find a different way to bring women in your life? How about you get online? How about you create a dating profile, get on a dating site and talk to women? How about you try talking to women on Instagram? How about you try talking to women on LinkedIn? Have you thought about this? Right? These are different avenues. Okay. You don't have to follow what someone else has done or someone is saying works. You're a business. You're you're a personal brand. You say competition. You're a personal brand competing in the business of people. So if you look at yourself as a business, how are you going to market yourself? You're going to market yourself only in person, door to door, or you're going to market yourself on social media. You're going to build a website. You're going to market yourself through referrals. I got experience, and me and my guys here in the network, we're like, we close some chicks, and their friends are coming on, right? Or their friend hear about us, and now their friends talking to us. Like I think it was last month. I had a chick that I was just seeing. He wasn't, extra serious, but her friend hits me up. Like, how? Her friend hits me up. You know, it's so many different ways to attract women. It's infinite. And every year, like I said in my last slide, you should be getting better and better. You should be finding new ways to do things and get the better result. Okay, either women like you or they don't. Sometimes women just take some time to get to know you and then they like you. You can be like, you don't have to push women into this like frame immediately. You don't have to get them like, you either like me or you don't. Yes or no. Yes or no. You want to come over or not? And she's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey man, I don't know you yet. I'm good. I'm fine. I have a husband. She rejects you. Or you can go in very casually. Like me, I have a waiting list. I don't know about you, but I have a waiting list. So when I meet chicks, or when chicks meet me, she has to wait her turn in line. She has to wait. It takes me at least a week to get in the groove of talking to a new chick, like because I got so much stuff going on. I'm seeing other girls, there's all this going on. She has to wait. Okay. So patience can help you. Time can work for you, right? In that build up, you don't have to be so direct. You can say, hey, nice to meet you. What's your name? I'm Jack. Oh, tell me more about yourself, right? Okay, cool. I'll talk to you later. Like I tell chicks, I'll call you next week. I don't, I can't take you out now. I don't care to, and that's fine. Throughout that time, she may not be interested. 2 weeks. I've had chicks follow me on Instagram and then DM me a year later. This chick had a boyfriend, and 6 months later, she wasn't with him. Okay, so anything's possible, guys. Okay. Okay, so Jack, look like you're having a little meltdown. Okay, you got to man up and don't give up. All right, men don't give up. You keep fighting. I used to think the same thing. I used to think, you know, nothing was working for me, and it was just not ever going to work out until I was like maybe I was like 18 or 19. But you can't doubt yourself, man. You can't. Women need a confident man. Need. I'm gonna tell you again, Jack. Need. They need a confident man. Even if you feel this way about yourself, you should never, ever even come close to, because it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know, let's take that down for a second. It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You can't think of things that are not helping because it's only going to make things worse. You're going to go in a downward spiral thinking about all the things that don't support who you are. Okay, so you have a lot of things here in the chat. You say online don't work. Online can work. Online does work. You just don't have the right system. You don't have the right system. Online works. Chicks are always online. Chicks are always on the phone. You just need a better strategy. You need a better system. And when something doesn't work, you keep penetrating. You keep going. Why stop? Why stop and whine about something if it's not working? You keep trying again and again. You keep penetrating. You lay up with a woman and you go in for one stroke. What do you expect? You just stop? Or you keep going? You keep penetrating. All right? Don't stop. It doesn't work, try again. Try again, again, and again until it works. You signed up to be a man. You were born a man. God made you a man. You keep going. You don't stop until it works. All right? Try a different site. Try different photos. Check out my online dating playbook at topleveldating.com. Have you even purchased a course? All right, because we're undefeated over here. We are undefeated over here. All right, so that's the answer to your questions. We're going to jump back into. I got to charge my phone. Let's see if. Oh yeah, let me see. Let me see if she can come on. I got I think maybe 1% left. Yeah, I got 1%. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get her on, guys. Try to get her. Yeah, I gotta charge my phone. Yeah, I gotta charge my phone. I gotta actually. All right. Until then, we're not gonna. We're gonna actually check out something else right now. For the time being, check out something else for the time being. Yeah, you got. This is how it's like. This is how women are. You know, when they love taking a man from a woman. They love setting a guy up. They love stirring up problems. They love drama. You know, but he's playing along with it. He's having fun. Yeah, this is what women do. This is no surprise. I'm sure Cardi doesn't even pay this any mind because this is what you have. This is how women are. This is no surprise. Yo, what the hell? Yo, yeah, this is crazy, man. Give me just a moment. I want to pull up another piece of footage here. Where is it? But yeah, I've been helping you guys for like almost 7 years now. Time flies. This stuff is very possible. I walked in you guys' shoes. I was the same way, unsure about how to get dates and how to move forward and be able to keep the women I liked in my life. You know, it wasn't that easy, but I made it through. And I was able to pave the way for a lot of you guys, a lot of my young guys, even older guys, life changing results. You enter a new realm. You enter a new realm of dating. We put up another little video. I'm gonna check this out. I'll check out this video. All right. He got him. Man, he got him. Cool. He got him. Wow. He got him. Whoo. Yeah, boys. This is what happens behind bars. This is what goes on. Yeah, man. He owes somebody some money. That's what that is. He owes somebody some money. No one's bothering him over Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion ain't doing nothing like that. Trust me, she not. But somebody probably wants some clout, but I doubt it. They got him in general public though. They got him in general. So he holding it down. He's not in protective custody or anything like that. He holding it down like a soldier. Or I don't know how much time he got, but yeah, Megan Thee Stallion, she's not doing anything like that. He seemed to got, hit up pretty good. Hit up pretty good. So hopefully he has a good recovery. And as you can see, guys, there was no security, anything, and just like that, things happen, just like that. Things happen, just like that. Wow. He should be good. I haven't got news. They offed him, so he should be good. But man, he got hit pretty bad. I mean, let's play the video back. Viewer discretion is advised. But like I said, this isn't payback for Megan Thee Stallion. She's not putting in any work behind bars. Trust me, she's not. All right, it's got to do with money. It's got to do with money. Somebody roughed him up. He did something he wasn't supposed to do. It's a lot of respect. Listen, it's a lot of respect behind bars. Ain't nobody just running around being a bully. You did something you wasn't supposed to do. You said something you wasn't supposed to do. It's something. It came down to some money. You understand? It's respect. So let's see what happened. He got up though. He like a soldier though. He got right up. He got up out of there. Man, you got to be focused. Look how fast this happened. I saw some hits. I saw some hits, man. He got him. He got him. He got him. I thought it was maybe a couple cuts, couple gashes, whatever. You know, he got some stab wounds in here. He got like some gut wounds in there. He on the ground. It looked like he was laying on the ground. You know, looked like he was laying on the ground. What is these dumbass headphones? I thought I turned you the fuck up. Wow. Just like that, man. Life can get you, man. This is crazy. He's in general public. He's not in protective custody or anything. He's just walking through there. Man, it looked like bro was trying to really off it. He was really, really trying to off it. He got up. He got up. That's what I'm talking. He got up. He got up. He's crying. He's screaming though. No reason to scream, bro. Man, they leaking this footage. Homie who work on security, he even leaked the footage now. That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. That is wild. All right, guys. So here's the YouTube channel. Let me actually show you guys the website first. Show you guys the website. Welcome to topleveldating.com. All right. The only place where you can experience life-changing results. Okay. So we're helping men reach their full potential through a few systems. Okay, Here's some reviews. Here's some heartfelt personal reviews. These are legit. These are messages I actually did receive. Okay, so check that out. If you're struggling to get matches, low interest women, flaking chicks who are playing mind games. Okay, here's a hinge stack right there. And so we're offering the elite text manual, the online dating playbook, and helping you guys with some relationship advice. So let's check out the online dating playbook. All right, see that loading up. All right, guys. So here's the page you guys go through. Dating how day size can work for you. And here's what you can expect. After we launch your profile, these are the caliber of chicks that are going to be attracted to you. Have a system that's been effective and working for the past 5 years, and it still works. All right, guys. See, guys say here before TLD profile, I was only seeing one chick weekly. Now it's almost a new one every day. Okay. Here's what chicks are saying. 48 hours of 1,000+ likes. Good thing I don't have premium. Makes me overwhelmed on this app. But I can't see any of them, so I can detach from that. Okay, so this is what a chick messaged me. Okay, here's a review of a guy sharing his story on his journey going through our program. Okay, here are some legit actual screenshots throughout the years. And it's funny with screenshots, I was just watching some coach. I was watching some of his stuff earlier. And I saw one video, it was like 5 years ago, and then I saw a recent video he put out yesterday. And he's using the same screenshot for 5 years. Can you believe that, guys? Pay attention to that kind of stuff. We have up-to-date new screenshots. I'm showing you guys how effective this stuff is. See a guy here get 1,000 likes. All right. See a guy here go from 26 to 64 matches in 1 day. Okay, KT has been a huge help explaining certain things to me over text. Okay, these are actual real messages I received. All right. So here's another testimonial. Okay, here's what chicks have been messaging our students. Right. Now here's the thing. I want to, this is what I want to do tonight. I want you to come over right now. Another chick asking, you want to meet up? Another chick saying this how she likes it with 2 hands. It can get very steamy. Okay, guys, here's me. Here's all the screenshots again. We got limited spots. All right. So if you're interested,
are you aware of?
Be sure to check out. If you want to change around, your experience, you feel like online dating doesn't work for you, or just meeting women in general doesn't work for you, I have another way I can walk you through. I want to show you guys a recent video I came out with, but here's the channel. As you can see, 6 months, 2 years. Wow. Wow, time flies. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. Wow. You guys got to catch up to this stuff. You know, I'm the reason why Tinder increased their prices, guys. I'm the reason why Tinder upped their prices. Literally. So you guys complain about, you know, dating apps taking people money and all these things. That's because of me. They saw what I was doing. They saw I slowed up with the name. Here's another video. I'm probably gonna play this really quick. Let's see if this plays. Let's see.
Do you struggle to get your writing just right? I know that feeling. That's why I partnered with Grammar.
I'm just finishing up. What is it? Some client work. So just recently, I've been offering a online coordinator.
Guys, this is me. About 2.5 years ago. You know, clean cut. Yeah, that's me. Solid, you know, I'm doing my thing. Pay attention to this video, guys. Remarkable. Okay, absolutely remarkable. And I'm not a guy to really put too much on blast, but this was a direct vlog into my day-to-day life. All right.
Program. So I basically just run your accounts for you. Instead of teaching you the system, he's a guy I've been working with for a pretty long time, but it's a good fit. It's a good offer for him because he has a busy work schedule. He wants to put all his time into his work, right, his lifestyle. But when you're messaging and talking to him, running all this volume on the apps, texting girls SMS, you're dealing with flakes. You're dealing with girls going cold, double texting. It can be like very time consuming and very emotionally draining. All right. So he just handed me over his accounts and I'm running all his leads for him. Extremely convenient. All he has to do is just literally meet up. And as you can see here, first week we got, I think it was about 27 phone numbers right there. And all he does is just go.
Guys, 27 phone numbers in a week. Imagine meeting 27 women in 1 week. And that was like it's not even necessarily like a big week. There's times where we can get up to 50, 40. All right, guys. It's like, this is the power of the digital dating world, the digital landscape. The digital landscape, the access you have nowadays, the things you can do with the resource of these developments, guys, these infrastructures is powerful. I want to do the video I wanted to show you guys. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys this right here.
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get done.
All right, so if you were to be a guy for a day, what would you do?
If I was a guy for a day?
Yeah, what would you do?
I don't know. What do you mean what I do?
Like, what would you do if you were turn a guy for a day?
I got a quick question. What would you do if you were a man for one day?
What?
If you were a man for one day, what would you do?
If you were to turn a guy for a day, what would you do?
What do you mean?
If you were a guy for a day, what would you do?
If I was a guy?
Yeah, for a day, what would you do?
And I was trying to take a girl on a date?
What would you?
What's the question?
If you were to turn a guy for a day, what would you do?
Text a girl, and I would tell them that I actually love them, and I would tell them that they are so beautiful.
What is your type? You can be honest. I don't care.
I don't know. I honestly think it changes, but I love a tall man, a responsible man.
Yeah, it can be any race, tall man.
All of them. Yeah.
There you go.
All of them. Tall, responsible man. You heard her. Tall, responsible man. Be responsible, boys. We're going to wrap up this live. I got to charge my phone. Looks like it getting ready to power off here, but I'm gonna charge this up, hit up some of my girlfriends, and get them to come on live. All right, we're gonna get it going tonight. We got some venues to hit up tonight. We got some venues to hit up tomorrow. We're here in Vegas. And we got a lot going on, boys. So I'm gonna see you guys in just a little bit. I gotta run and get my charger. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and be sure to check out the links in the description, the website, if you want to turn around completely your experience and your overall perception. You don't want to be like this guy right here, Jack, doubting yourself. You can use that to power through and get you to a high level. Use that as motivation, right? But you never want to give up. You never want to give up as a man. You never want to doubt yourself around women. Even if you haven't even met them yet, they'll feel it a mile away, 10 years ahead of your time. They can sense it. It's like a sixth sense, man. You got to have that confidence, man. Even when you're looking in the face of failure, you still got to have the confidence, guys. Still got to have the confidence, guys. Penetrate the world, all right, and put it down on your chick, guys. We're going to wrap up this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to, like I said, come on live later. So, yeah, peace.